So hi guys, in this lecture we are going to write a script to scan for open ports. So now that you have some basic scripting knowledge. So now let's move to some slightly more advanced scripting that has real world application to hacking. So we will use an example from the word of black hat hacking. So the black hat hackers are those with malicious intentions such as stealing credit card numbers or defacing websites. And white hat hackers are those with good intentions such as helping software developers or system administrators make their system work more secure. Now gray hat hackers are those who tend to move between these two extremes. Okay, so before you continue, you need to become familiar with a simple yet essential tool called nmap. Okay, so which is default installed in Kali Linux. You don't need to install it. So you have likely heard the name. Nmap is used to probe a system to see whether it is connected to the network or finds what ports are open. So from the open ports discovered, you can simply summarize what services are running on that particular target system, and this is a crucial skill for any hacker system administrator. Okay, so if we talk about any simple nmap scan, so what will be the syntax of this particular thing? So syntax will be like nmap giving nmap, and simply here you can simply type of scan and then give the IP address, and after that we can suppose like we want to search for the port number, specific port number, simply give -p and the port number here. Okay, simply give here port number. So this is how basic nmap scan looks like. Okay, so now guys, now it is not too difficult. So the simplest and most reliable nmap scan is TCP connect scan. Okay, so now let's see how we can perform very simple TCP scan. Okay, for that simply give nmap and -st. So this is for TCP, and IP address. So this is the IP address of my Windows which is connected on LAN. Okay, now this is the IP address, and simply give -p for port, and I'm searching for 3306 port. So what it is? So this is nothing but this is the port for default MySQL. Okay, so now let's see the port is open or not, and then we will write the script for the same. Now hit enter. So after hitting enter, after some processing, as you can see that we are having this result port, this TCP, and state is open. So we are having the result here is state is open. Now as you can see that the MySQL service is running. Now the next thing that we are going to do here is we are going to write a script so that we can simply do it automatically. Okay, so now simply clear it. Now everything is fine. Okay, so first of all what we need to do, as we all know that we need to open text editor. Now here as always give cbang. Oh, okay, I want to use bin bash. Okay, now then give one comment here that this is a script to designed to find out hosts with my SQL installed. Okay, then this is a script. This is script. Okay, now comment is looking quite intellectual. Now next thing here is we are going to give some nmap scan commands here. Nmap that we have did there, and the IP address 192.168.1.6. this is the IP address. You can change IP address with your preference, and 036, so this is the port number that we want to do, and then we are going to give dev null here, null value, and then OG, and after that give my SQL scan. Okay, everything is fine. My SQL scan. Now next thing is cat command. We all know that what cat do. It will create file for us, and it can also read what is written inside the file. Now cat, and then we will be using grep command. So we all know that what is the meaning of these particular commands and what we are using why we are using these commands here. So this all I have taught in our basic Linux lecture, so don't worry, I will teach you again what all these mean. Now give cat again my SQL scan to. Now I think script is ready. Okay, so before going to run this particular script, first of all we need to understand what does this particular thing means here. So as we all know that this is for selecting pass and this is command. Now let's start from here. So here we are having nmap command to request TCP scan on our LAN. So currently we are having some specific IP address, so I'm giving the specific IP address here. Okay, and we are looking for the port number 3306. Okay, so as we all know that IP address may differ in your terminal, and use ifconfig if you're using Linux, and use ipconfig if you're using Windows. So I'm using Windows, so I did ipconfig and I get this particular IP address. Okay, so now let's move further. So guys, we also send a standard nmap output that would usually appears on the screen to a special place in Linux where it disappears. So we are doing this on a local machine, so it does not matter so much. But if you were to use the script remotely, then you won't want to hide the nmap output. So we then send the output of the scan to the file named mysql scan, which as you can see here, and here you can see grep. So this will be able to grep the format, meaning a format that grep can work on. So next line simply displays a MySQL file will store the output in and then pipes that output to grep to filter for lines that include the keyword open. So as we all know that grep is used to filter what keyword we are giving here. So we are giving here open. So if anything open here, then it will simply grab it. Okay, then then simply what we will do, we will simply put those lines into MySQL scan 2. Okay, so now guys, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save this particular file. Now the file name that I'm going to give here is mysql scan.sh. Hit enter. Now everything is fine, so let's try to run this particular file. So yeah, everything is clear. Now let's see the permission. So as always, MySQL scan 2, this is the file here. Okay, so now let's search for the permission. Now hit enter. After hitting enter, what we have here, MySQL, yeah, here we have MySQL scan. So this is what we have. We don't have any permission, so what we need to do is we need to take permission chmod 755 and give the file name here, which is mysql.sh, and hit enter. Okay, MySQL scan and hit enter. Okay, what it is, MySQL scan. So I think something is wrong here. Let me check this. Scan 2. Okay, scan 2. No, this is not the name. Yeah, name is quite confusing, so I need to take care of this thing. Okay, MySQL scan. Now I think this is clear. MySQL scan. Yeah, it is creating some problems. So what I'm going to do here is, guys, I'm going to change the name of this particular file. Okay, now what I'm giving here is scan. Now this is quite simpler. Hit enter. Now let's get back to again here chmod. Okay, let me clear this. So it is looking quite messy. So now let's clear this, and after this chmod give 755 and simply scan.sh, hit enter. So as you can see that we are having the permission here. So in order to run this, simply give scan.sh and hit enter. So after hitting enter, guys, as you can see that we are having the result here. Host, this is our host, which is this IP address that we have given there, and the port is this, and open, and type is TCP, and service running is MySQL. So this is how guys you can do it, and this is quite simple. This is very simple, simply giving some commands, and you all know that what is the meaning of this. I have taught you each and everything. I have taught you cat, I have taught you grab, I have taught you this particular thing, dev, null, everything, and I have taught you everything whatever is written here. So please understand if you didn't get it. So if you have any kind of doubt, simply please ask me, simply message me. I will reply within 24 hours and I will solve your doubt. So don't worry, learn simply, and if you have any doubts you can simply ask to me. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this lecture.